going to a different place, which is a new normal.
A new normal.
A new normal.
A new normal. A new normal.
New normal.
Embrace the new normal.
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 This new normal is going to look very, very different.
Not normal, but a new normal.
The new normal.
New normal. There will be a new normal.
A new normal.
New normal.
A new normal.
The new normal.
A new normal.
This is the new normal.
This is our new normal.
Our new normal.
A new normal.
Our new normal.
New normal.
The new normal.
Our new normal.
We will transition into the new normal.
This will be the new normal until a vaccine is developed.
What you have here ultimately is a proposal to use technology to divide society between the haves and the have-nots. But what's happening is it's actually going to layer on top of economics, because if it's your path to get back out into the world to be able to work, you're again going to be relying on, privileging people of a certain socioeconomic status against others who will be disadvantaged if they can't get back out into the workplace.
Another worry of Baylis includes the long-term effects this could have on individuals who want to apply for things like health or life insurance policies.
Will this be now important in terms of when I ask for a life insurance policy, a health insurance policy, a particular kind of job where they decide that this is now going to be your ticket to being even eligible to be possibly employed in a particular area?
Immunity passports really put the focus on the individual, right? It's like, okay, this one person is safe to go out, they can go out and that will help, that will help kind of keep the economy going. And what that can distract from is really the collective measures that we need to be taking as a society to protect everyone.
The solution I'm advocating would not be limited to a specific application. I would argue that we need a pan-Canadian approach to issuing proof of immunity, both for immunization and for natural immunity, where there is a national standard and that it's not exclusive to any particular solution. It's provided by governments and can be easily used by citizens so that they can be granted access to places which are gated based on proof of immunity.
So then how would a digital immunity passport in Canada work?
So there are, real ethical considerations, but a narrow application for settings like frontline workers or early return to work scenarios could be really valuable in controlling the outbreaks or preventing outbreaks, as well as ensuring the economy functions.
I want to get straight to an article you recently wrote where you talk about how to reopen safely, and you reference immunity passports. Explain what that is and how it would work.
Well, we don't know if this is going to happen, Jerika, but fundamentally what we're seeing is companies, countries, other places giving people some certificate of vaccination. With a certificate, people might be able to travel or enter certain places more freely. The risk of this is that it will make inequality even worse. If people have both more susceptibility to the virus and less access to the vaccine, they'll have even more problems. But done right, immunity passports could be one of a series of things that could help us get to a new normal as soon as possible.
You have 18 million Americans that have recovered, that are documented as recovering from COVID-19 infections. But yet we still hear time and time again, we're learning a lot about COVID-19 and even this new variant. Do you have any sense of when scientists will know how long that immunity, that natural immunity, will last?
This is one of the things that we need to learn as quickly as possible. I wish we knew more today. There is preliminary evidence that suggests that there may be protection for as long as 6 months or more, but it's really only as time passes that we'll know how long the protection lasts, because there's no perfect blood test to figure out if you're immune to this virus yet.
They're really pushing the second wave. But this is just the beginning, folks. It's not going to go away. I said that months ago, this is not going to go away. They're going to release the lockdown a little bit and then they're going to ramp it up even more. What they want to do, the COVID pass that everybody needs to have to show they're infection-free, all the stuff they want to do. They're trialling it in Africa now. They're calling it a trust pass to make sure you're vaccinated. A vaccination record payment system is what they're talking about. This is the payment system. They want you to be scanned, retinal scanned, facial scanned, biometric scans, and that's how you're going to be paying. You won't need cash anymore. You won't even need your smartphone anymore. You will be paying with your face. And of course, you'll need a record of vaccination in order to enter the store to begin with.
A cashless economy where people make purchases with their faces. A giant network of surveillance cameras with facial recognition helps police monitor citizens.
Ready for the new era of Big Brother? This time the super surveillance may be for your own good.
There's also a new action called Protect Our Neighbours, folks. You know, they're wonderful, aren't they? They want you to spy on your neighbours, basically, folks. Like I said, all the sleeping masses are the ones who are going to drag us into this if we're not careful. So there's now a new program whereby you can protect your neighbours by keeping an eye on them and making sure they're social distancing. Basically spying on them and dobbing them in if they're doing the wrong thing under the guise of protecting them. You know, now is the time for everybody to realise that, you know, there's a war being waged against us. And we have a lot of tools that we can use to fight this war, and we can fight on the digital battlefield. Hit Twitter, hit Facebook, hit everywhere you can. Do everything you can to get the word out to people, folks, because there's nothing more important than this issue. Our whole world is changing. It's not going to go back. We're at a time in history where we find ourselves on the front line, all of us. We're on the front line here, folks. That's the thing. A lot of people just don't realise World War III has already started. It's a war that's being waged against the people of the world by the politicians of the world. The problem is the people don't realise it's happening.